So hello everyone, welcome to you all to the YouTube channel of Developers and Coders Club of NIT-A. My name is Amit Singh. Today we are going to discuss the problem from the latest bi-weekly LeetCode contest. Find Xor-Beauty of array. So in this question, you are given a zero index integer array nums, and the effective values of the three indices I, j, k is defined as num I or num j and num k. The Xor-Beauty of the array is Xoring of the effective values of all possible triplets of indices I, j, k for all I, j, k belongs to 0 to n. Return the Xor-Beauty of the nums. So and or is the or bitwise or and is the bitwise and between the values, right? So let's understand the problem first. So in this question we have given three indices I, j, k. In this question we can choose three indices I, j, k, and the effective value is given by num I or num j and num k, right? So there are all the combinations which can all the combinations of three indices I, j which can be used. So here I or I or j and k for for I j k, right? For I j k for I j k, and here j or I and k is for j I k. These are all the possible triplets of I, j, k, right? Because we have to take all the possible triplets. So if I choose any three indices I, j, k, then these all are the possible combinations, right? So I or j and j or I, here the both the values should be same because I or j or I gives same, and ending with k, so both end with k, so these values are same, these two values are same. And similarly here I have ijk and kij, right? Kij. So when we do the effective value, which denoted by this, is like I or k and j, and k or I and j. So these two also same because I or k or I both are same. So I hope you understand that the or of two operations should be same. I or k and k or I should be same. So these two values are also same. And for j k I and k j I, when we do the effective value, these two values similarly should be same. So these are same, and there are and we can take I or I and I because we have to take all the possible triplets, right? So we have to take this also. So for I and I, this will gives me sim I, right? And this will gives me j, and this will gives me k, and we have to take the Xor of all these possible triplets. So the Xor between uh, the Xor of A Xor B, you know A Xor A gives me 0. So here two values are same. When we are trying to do the Xor of all these possible triplets, these two are same, so this will gives me 0, and these two are same, so this will gives me 0, and these two are also same. Similarly, this gives me 0, and only the left values are I, j, and k. So the Xor finally the Xor between the Xor between I Xor finally the Xor takes taking between I Xor j Xor k, right? So the finally we have to take the jar of these triplets which we are taking in the beginning, and all these are just waste because all these gives me finally jar 0. So the final optimized way is that I have only take the jar of ijk. So the here I take only three indices when we are there when we having a list of nums and there are different indices like this. So when we are trying to take the jar, we know that all these are uh, waste because these all gives me 0. So I have only take the jar of all the indices. So that's why I uh, take the jar between all the elements of the array, which give me the final answer. Because here I show you how the jar between these, how the effective values of these triplets become 0, right? So that's why to calculate the answer we have to take the jar of all the nums, all the values, because here I show you how I and jk left when we are taking a triplet of I jk. So I hope you this problems the logic should be clear to you all why we are taking the jar of all nums, all numbers in the array. So let's see the code for this problem. It's a quite small code this for this problem, but we are only just observe this for formulating this code. These things, uh, because these all gives me 0, so that's why I neglect them and only take the jar between all the elements. So here the code, it's quite simple. I create mm, answer which is initially 0, and then I simply run a loop from I to n, and which taking the jar of all the numbers, and finally I return the answer. So and this I submit it. So this will, yeah, this is accepted. So this is quite short code for this, but the main intuition is uh, taking the jar and observing the values, right, of for all the combinations. So this is all gives me 0, only the left are ijk. So that's why I am taking the jar of all the uh, elements in the array. So the main intuition is that. Okay, I hope this will be clear to you all. So thank you.